Good morning, student. How are you? This is Roshan. Today we will see the category of computer and computer language of class 6. At first, we will know about computers. So what is computer? Computer is an electronic device that accepts data, process and store data in instruction given by user. So now we will learn type of computers. First, mobile computers, second microcomputer, mini computers, mainframe computers and supercomputers. Mobile computers. These computers are super small computer and it can be carried around and taken from place to place. Now there are different type of mobile computers. First is laptop. The laptop, these computers are thin and lightweight computer that can be carried anywhere. They are also known as notebook. Laptop operate on rechargeable battery. Laptop can carry used while traveling. Laptop integrate the display, keyboard and mouse. Laptop usually have 13 to 15 inch screen. Now second is tablet PC. These computer enable you to write or draw on a screen by using our finger. The finger acts as mouse while moving over a tablet PC. There is no keyboard attached to tablet. A tablet PC has most of the features of a laptop. These computers are portable and can be carried more easily than laptops. Now next is smartphone. Smartphone are basically the mobile phones, but smartphone has many features like camera, internet accessing, sending emails, watching YouTube, video conferencing, WhatsApp, Skype, etc. So this is the features of smartphones. Next is the game console. A typically game console consists of handheld or a remote controller that control the character in a game. So example of game console: Nintendo DS Lite, Microsoft Xbox 360, Microsoft Kinect. Next is the embedded computer. These computers are inserted inside device or electronic appliance to perform control some specific task. These small computers are placed on computer chips. For example, a washing machine has a small computer inside it that controls the operation required to wash cloth. These small computers are placed on computer chips. All the home appliances such as microwave, ovens, televisions, refrigerator have a computer chips embedded in appliance. Now next is the microcomputers. A microcomputer are small, low cost and single user digital computers. They consist of CPU, input unit, output unit, storage unit and software. Example of microcomputers: PC or desktops. Microcomputers, they mostly use in home, schools and offices. Now next is mini computer. Mini computer are digital computer. They are multi-processing computer that can support up to 200 users sometimes. They have high processing speed and high storage capacity than a microcomputers. So example of microcomputers: VX3100, HP2100, PDP-8. Many computers are used in big organizations and universities. Now next is mainframe computer. A mainframe computer are multi-user, multi-processing and high performance computers. They have very high speed and very high storage capacity. It is used large organizations, airlines, banks. Example of mainframe computers: IBM G series, IBM 4381, NEC 610 and PDP-10. Now next is supercomputer. Supercomputer is a very powerful computer. Supercomputers are used to complex data and high speed of operation performed to process this data. Supercomputers are used by scientific organization to perform tasks. So example of supercomputer: Cray-1, Fermi, IBM, Sequoia, etc. So, Param is the first series of supercomputer developed in India by CDEC in Pune. Now we will learn computer programming language. What is programming language? Programming language is a formal language designed to communicate instruction to a computer. Programming languages are used to implement software. So programming languages are divided into four generations. First generation programming language. The first generation programming language use binary code that consists of a string of 0 and 1s to give instruction the computers. They are also known as machine language. So what is the advantage of first generation programming language? It had high speed, translator were not used, utilized very less memory. And what is the disadvantage of first generation programming language? It was machine independent, complex language, very difficult, error found. Now second generation programming language use very short words for command to give instruction to the computers. These commands are called mnemonic codes. This was done to simplify the complexity of programming. A computer can only understand machine language, so assembles are introduced the translator, the assembly language into machine language. These languages are also known as low level or assembly language. So what is the advantage of second generation programming language? Easy to use and more understandable than machine language. And what is the disadvantage of second generation programming language? It was machine dependent. Now next is third generation programming language. Third generation programming language also referred to as high level programming language. They are portable or machine independent language. So example of third generation programming language: Fortran, Pascal, C, Basics. So what advantage of third generation programming language? Readability, means read and write the program. Easy to debugging, removing errors. And what is the disadvantage of third generation programming language? Poor control hardware. Now fourth generation programming language are more advanced than traditional high level programming language because they use commands which are more like short English phrases. These programming languages are also called very high level language. So example of fourth generation programming language: SQL, Visual Basic and Java. Now language processor. Language processor are those software programs that translate programming language to machine understandable form. So there are three types of translator: assembler, interpreter and compiler. Assembler translate a program written in assembly language into machine language. For example, an assembler convert LDA has 4 assembly language to 0101 format. So a program written in assembly language is called source program or source code, and program converted to machine language by assembler is called object program and object code. Next is interpreter. An interpreter translate a program one line at a time and execute the translate instruction before processing to the next line. Now next is the compiler. A compiler translates the entire program written in high level language into machine level language. Okay students, I hope you understood very well. See you in the next video. Thank you.